Well, I know we're in the heart of football season, but I wanted to check in with former Drill star, basketball star Tevin Mack, who now makes his home in Hook'em Horns in Texas, as they like to say. Tevin, you went away for about a month or so, 6 weeks. I don't know the exact amount of time, but long enough to get acclimated. So what has the transition been like?
It's been fun. You know, it's a different experience. The college is a whole different level as far as like the speed of the game, the pace of the game. The players are also a lot better. So it's been an adjustment. I'm glad I went this summer to get a head start on some other freshmen that probably didn't go this summer. So it kind of gave me a look at what the future is going to be like.
Well, your mom sent me an email, and it showed you in Sports Illustrated, the Texas team working out under first-year coach Shaka Smart, coming over from VCU. And my first thoughts was, you know, things are probably a little bit different than Drill High School as far as the weight room, the getting in shape. How difficult has that been, if at all, difficult for you?
It's definitely been difficult, especially at first. When I first got there, I really wasn't ready mentally to be there. It took me a couple weeks to kind of get acclimated and just get my mind right and ready for the workouts. So once I got that down, I pretty much had a great summer, actually. They told me I had a real great summer. Just keep building on that and I'll be fine.
Of course, I know every athlete, you know, you make a decision, you choose a school where you want to go play, and then you get there, and sometimes it's kind of like buying a house, you know, that buyer's remorse. When you get there and go, oh man, did I make the right decision? Have you gone through that at all in your mind?
I had like some little doubts at first when I first got there. Obviously, I think that's what anybody would have. But for the most part, no. I'm sure I made the right decision, and I think I'll be fine.
Of course, you fit what they try to do from a basketball standpoint. Offensively, Shaka likes to run. He always has an athletic, long basketball team, and of course, you being that pure shooter, going to work very well in his offense. Just talk about that and you know how you fit into his offense, and of course you've gotten tall every time I see him. I think you're growing in, so you definitely fit well into that offense.
Yeah. Well, you know, like you said, he likes shooters, and I'm a shooter. That's what I do. I like to score. So it also helps with me being 6'7". I got taller. I got a little bit taller. I gained a lot of weight this summer too. I gained like 15 pounds, I think, of muscle. So that's pretty beneficial for me this summer. The weight room was probably like the biggest part, but on the court, you know, workouts have been pretty steady so far. I started to pick it up towards the end of the summer because I got used to playing with the guys. I got used to being there. So I kind of got some confidence back that I think I lost. So I had to gain that back. When I got that back, I was fine.
I was going to ask you, it had to be a little different when you get to college. You see all these guys. Much different than high school, bigger, stronger, and then you got to gain weight yourself. And I was going to ask you, how did that affect your confidence, you know, if at all?
Yeah, it took it down a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I had some days I was just down on myself, like real down. Cause I'm real hard on myself. So when I make a mistake, I kind of dwell on it for too long sometimes. So I had to kind of like work on my response to things, become better at response, and just focus on the next most important thing. So that's what I tried to do, and it ended up helping me out in the long run this summer. But my confidence definitely took a little bit of a loss when I first got there. But I gained it back slowly, and it's still not where it should be, but it's going to be there by the time the season starts.
And for a shooter, you definitely got to have some confidence. I mean, you know, you got to keep shooting that thing regardless. You go back August the 27th, right? You go back to school.
Yeah, start school.
The academic part of it. Now, will you be watching football? Charlie Strong, who's here at South Carolina for a while, as the defensive coordinator, as the head coach. They got a couple of guys from that staff that was here at South Carolina. Have you talked to him and made any contact with those guys at all?
I talked to him on my visit there, but since then I haven't really talked to him that much. I might see him like in dining hall and say what's up to him, but nothing too much. But I got a chance to meet him, and I think it's another coach on the staff they want me to meet from here too or whatever. So I'll probably meet him when I go back out there.
And Tevin, of course, at Texas with Shaka Smart, left VCU, was committed to VCU, now he's committed to Texas. Finally, you know, from an academic standpoint, you know what you're going to study. What's the future going to hold for you there?
Got 3 options that I kind of labeled out and mapped out what I want to choose from: sports management, or business management, or it's going to be communications. One of those 3.
It'll be communication. Come back here and you know, help us out. Do some work. Do that. Be a basketball guy. I wish you the best of luck. I know your mom gonna miss you. Told me she's gonna make it to 1 game, and the rest gonna be on that Texas Longhorn Network. Good thing that you got some great cable, so she'll be able to check him out each and every week. That's gonna do it for sports. We'll be back in a moment.